Good morning.
Morning.
Let me fix the white balance.
Let me fix your face. That's what he really means.
It was actually super cold. I'm sure most people here are used to it. We got cold last night. Hannah tried out her 12-volt blanket. I don't really know if it worked or not. Kind of iffy. Our water tanks didn't freeze up, so that's good. Right now we're just gonna make breakfast and get ready for the day.
I don't know where y'all are from, but from where from, this is not acceptable. This is...
It's gonna cost a lot of money to get up here.
I know. Craziness. So we have made it to the trailhead at Bridalveil Falls, and it is absolutely stunning. Everything is beautiful fall colors, and we're gonna get our stuff ready and go on this hike. And I'm already out of breath because of the altitude, so hopefully this isn't too bad.
What this waterfall is called. It's actually pretty cool for the sideshow attraction waterfall compared to the big one.
Yeah, this could be the whole trail, honestly.
So
Gorgeous.
I'm just gonna get up here close so you can kind of see what we're working with here. Pretty nice. It's very cold. We made it to the top, a little bit further than the top actually. We kind of climbed up, and there's the waterfall. It's just too big. This is a 16mm lens, and it's just still too big to capture all of it. The hike, I would say, is not for the faint of heart. It was actually pretty steep.
Not beginner, intermediate to expert.
It was not expert. You didn't have to have a guide or anything.
I know. It was hard.
Yeah.
For me.
It took us 2 hours, which is probably pretty bad, but we did stop and look at the other waterfalls along the way. I'm gonna try to get the drone up so you can kind of see the whole vastness of this, because it looks like, I don't know, like
Crazy.
I have a lack of depth perception just staring at stuff. You almost want to fall over looking backwards at it.
Yeah. As you can tell, we are somewhere completely different, and it's a new day. We stopped filming yesterday. We were pretty exhausted after hiking that trail up to Bridalveil Falls. But after that, we ate lunch at the trailhead, and we went on the free gondola, which that was pretty beautiful. And then we had an episode trying to find water, and we just ended up buying 2 of these.
Yeah, you missed the escapade of me carrying this 6 miles across town.
It was
uphill.
It was 0.3
in the snow.
So we found a campsite not too far from Telluride, and it was only $24 a night, and it's a pretty neat little setup here, and we might even show you the Overlook Trail, which is really beautiful. packed up camp, so now next stop is Montrose. I think I'm saying that, but you know what I mean.
We have arrived here at Southside Laundry in Montrose, Colorado. It's kind of hidden, tucked off the highway, but it's here. So trust the maps, they'll get you there.
Yeah, or not, because ours didn't.
So, yesterday was quite eventful. We did all of our chores, and then we had like a freak out moment where we couldn't find anywhere to plug the bus in. So we weighed our options. We looked at Harbor Freight for a generator.
So heavy.
Super heavy, kind of expensive. Just another thing to add to the bus. Didn't really want to do that. And then we looked at getting a Dometic fridge, which is what initially we were gonna do before we left. We just never did. But we decided to camp at a KOA nearby. The only place that had openings, really. It's like $70 a night, but what can you do?
Great showers though.
Showers, toilets, hookups, everything we needed. So just $70 for peace of mind, really, for the night. Our battery's at 100% for today. I spoke to a gentleman named David. I'm not gonna give you more information than that. He has a Dometic fridge for sale over in Grand Junction, which is about 55 miles from here. I think we're gonna go check that out. So if I can get that installed today, I think our battery situation will be awesome. So a little math for you. Our fridge right now uses pretty much all of our battery capacity in 4 days. So this new fridge will be able to last 13 days on a full charge, and that is without solar power, without driving, without plugging in. So it's way more efficient. It pulls 30 amps a day. And then this one has got to be pulling like close to 100 amps a day, which is killing us slowly.
Yeah.
But we're gonna head over to Grand Junction, see if this is a legit deal or not, and we'll get back to you on that.
So we ended up buying the Dometic fridge, and now we're at a Ace Hardware parking lot, and we're going to install it. Hopefully everything goes smoothly into plan, but we'll stay here as long as we need to get it done. So we're in a town surrounded by all types of stores, so I'm pretty sure we can get it done and figured out. So in case you can't tell, things didn't go to plan.
Demolition. We were about a ½ inch too wide on the fridge.
Figures. We took apart our cabinets. No big deal.
Yeah. Right.
I'm actually not worried about it at all, which is out of character for me.
You saw me do this a bunch of times. You didn't do it.
Yeah, and I'm like, it'll work. Whatever. Even if it doesn't look the way it did, I mean, we're living in it. As long as it's functionable, I'm fine. Totally fine with it. So, we got a beautiful fridge, so that's all I'm worried about. And we don't have to plug in near as often, so win.
One eternity later.
we never updated y'all yesterday. We got the fridge in, and we had to take in the laundry cabinet about half an inch, inch and a half, something like that. Inch and a half. And I feel like it looks better than before. The top of it has a few kinks, but it did before, so nothing new.
Yeah.
But very excited to have a Dometic fridge.
Typically, after having the fridge running all night, we would have lost probably about down to 60% battery.
Yeah.
Maybe more. And I think this morning we were at
86.
86.
But we did have both the fans running.
And we had both the fans running all night, so we had about 4 amps all night, which is still half of what we normally would. Usually pull about 9 amps continuously throughout the night. And while we're driving and the sun comes out this morning, we should be able to recuperate that really quickly. So we made it to Black Canyon of the Gunnison. You can't really tell on camera. It's kind of very similar to the Grand Canyon if you've been there. The depth is just not visible on a camera.
Yeah.
We took a little trail down here, but you really just can't tell.
Camera doesn't even understand.
So honestly, I don't really know the last thing we talked about. We've been back and forth in a, I don't know, 40-mile circle back and forth everywhere, and we finally pulled into Ouray, and I think we're gonna get to actually stay here for a few days, which will be nice.
So exciting.
Instead of having to run back and forth. We started in Telluride, went to Montrose for water and electricity, and then found a Dometic fridge in
Grand Junction.
Went back to Montrose, went grocery shopping, went to Ridgeway, spent the night at a trailhead. I don't think we filmed anything there.
It was beautiful though.
But it was a pretty nice little trailhead. We talked to a BLM employee, which I didn't know was a thing. She kind of told us how to find dispersed camping. Pretty much anything that has a brown sign, if you follow the trail somewhere, it's parking.
Dispersed camping.
Dispersed camping. It's national forest, BLM land.
Just make sure you park somewhere that's already established, like it's a road with the fire pit. Don't just like drive off into a field or something.
Yeah, she said you want to keep off the vegetation as much as possible, so that was good to know. I was under the impression BLM land was like unmanaged and you could just
it's managed.
Roam for free and do all kinds of stuff, but it's actually like a pretty organized organization or department, and she was pretty helpful. So we stayed there at the Rat Trailhead on Overlander.
That was a good one.
Pretty nice little spot. Had a good view. She did recommend we took a few passes, but I don't know if we could make it in the bus or not.
You probably could, we're just not comfortable doing it.
And right now we're in the middle of Ouray. We just finished walking Main Street down and up and looked at all the shops. This town is really, really pretty.
So easy to get to.
Yes, very easy to get to. No steep grades or inclines.
It's flat the whole way here.
Yeah, and it's very windy today.
Very.
Like super windy.
I wonder it's because it's like a wind tunnel of a city. It's in between all the mountains.
Yeah. So I didn't ever get to put the drone up at Black Canyon of the Gunnison because we were in a national park, and the BLM land was not exactly BLM land like the lady said it was. It was a nature conservation area, which was also not allowed. So no drone footage there, but that was a nice stop since we were in the Grand Junction area. But now we're back where we want to be, at least until we have to head to Utah.
Yeah, I hope to stay here for like 2 or 3 days if possible.
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
All right, now that we're all caught up, we took some mediocre showers at the hot springs in Ouray. They were not very hot showers.
No.
Kids running rampant, so if you have a fear of being naked in front of people,
don't go.
Probably not a good idea.
Me.
We did. I did all right.
I didn't like it.
And then we came up here to Dexter's Creek, found the spot on an Overlander. Tana almost lost her mind because the road was super rough, but
it scared me.
I got us here, okay?
I trusted him, I didn't trust the road.
And then I spent about 45 minutes trying to start a fire with a ferro rod, and as you can see, we have one.
Oh, there we go. Way up there.
So I'm a professional fire starter now, guys.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Very proud of himself.
I think it's pretty. Every guy would be proud of themselves for starting a fire.
Oh, I would be proud of myself.
Yeah, it's cool. You start a fire.
Yeah, it's pretty
without
sick.
gasoline and a blowtorch. Yeah.
Propane, just.
Yeah. So we're gonna roast some weenies. I have this little Y stick here. I'm gonna try to just hold the hot dogs over the fire with it. And this is camp for tonight. So there's a creek right here. What creek is it?
Dexter Creek. You just said it.
Dexter Creek, yes. Pretty sweet little spot.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Well, we're gonna sign the vlog off for the week. I know it's pretty hectic back and forth. You know, 100-mile round trip from town to town to town. But we ended on a good note this week.
Yeah, it was very good. Sorry.
I wish we would have got some s'mores on town.
Oh, yeah, that would have been so good. Yeah. So it's a very realistic. So it's a very realistic show of what I guess bus life or van life would be like. So your week can go, it's basically a roller coaster. It goes up and down with your changes, and yeah, I don't know. You never know what's gonna happen next. It could be good, it could be bad, but I feel like it's worth it in the end. So good first week down.
All right.
We will catch you
next week in Moab. Or just Utah, somewhere in Utah.
Somewhere in Utah.
Arches, Moab, somewhere. We gotta go to Schoolie-Palooza, so if you want to see what that's like, tune in next week.
Make sure you like and subscribe and put on the notification bell so you get notified every time we post, and we post every Sunday. So,
all right.
see you
next week.
Bye.